All right, welcome back to the page. It's your boy Steve. I just want to say thank you for your time spending it with me. Today's topic is about how to deal with technology, even though you have ADD or ADHD. Number one, I want you to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button so you can get all the videos that you need that'll help you in whatever you're dealing with and how to navigate this world. And then also, what I need you to do is, if this video helps you in any way, shape, or form, leave a positive comment and in the comment screen section. I appreciate it. It helps me, it helps the page, and it helps me to know I'm reaching somebody with helpful information. All right, it's your boy Steve. Let's get right into our topic. No wasting time. All right. The topic for today is how to deal with technology if you have ADD or ADHD. First of all, I need you to take a little time out. Determine what is your purpose for using all these different technology outlets, whether it's the internet, your cell phone, whether it's social media, whether it's watching TV, reading books, whatever, however you navigate technology, whatever you're going to use, because technology is always going to be here. It's just that we as human beings need to define how we're going to use them, what's our purpose for using them, and also, aside from all this, what's our values? What do we value? What do we appreciate? What are our core values as a person, as a human being? What do we want? And how will we help others? How will we help ourselves? Are you going to use cell phones? And if yes, how and which ones? Whatever you want. Also, cell phones. Some people watch TV and use cell phones on them. Some people watch TV. Some people don't watch TV. But some people in this world read books on paper. Some people use Kindle or Nook, whatever floats your boat. But the thing is, everybody first, before you deal with anything, I need you to define what do you value and what's your purpose for using these technology outlets. And also be prepared to handle the criticism that comes for not using certain things. Because honestly, people who don't use certain things, they catch up on some things, but then they don't catch up on certain other things. But I also need you to remember, this is how we stay up to date with the world. But the purpose behind this exercise of first determining our purpose and our values for using these outlets is, hey, why are you using? There's nothing wrong with using them, and there's nothing wrong with not using them. And also, next we need to define and state how and when and why we're going to use these outlets. Are you going to use them to entertain, to inform, to persuade, or to collaborate? Because nowadays the world is click and order as opposed to brick and mortar. And also people are working from home. So the world is changing, and it'll change with you or without you. But you need to define how you're going to use it, and instead of it using you. Okay? Our focus is the focus span of a human being is not very long. But there are exercises that we can do as human beings to help us sharpen our skills and toughen up. Okay. And then next, what we need to define, third thing in our exercise is to define which outlets you're going to use, how, and which ones. Like, for example, you have LinkedIn. It's for the professional networking, either to get a job, start a business, or expand your network. And then also for casual, people use both casual and professional for Facebook. And then also you have people who've been making entertaining videos. They use TikTok. And then also you have people who like to use Twitter, either to use one or two line way of connecting with other people, networking with people, as well as for mindless chatter, teach his own. But the thing is, these are some of the brief little outlets that people have to actually utilize. And then also, for example, I'm a bookworm. When I'm not doing no work, when I'm not doing anything business related or work related, I like to read. Sometimes I read a book in a paper form. Other times I read like in a Kindle form or a Nook form, whatever suits my mind at that moment. But then also, I need each person to choose what times you're going to use these media outlets and these technology forms, because you need to be in control of yourself. Number one, choose when you're going to do something, when you're going to send something, And when the other time you need to set is when you're going to check something. Because reason is we want to have discipline over our attention span, discipline over our schedule. Because God forbid somebody spends the whole day on a social media outlet and they've had no time with themselves to meditate or to plan or prepare for the next week or to accomplish anything work related or family related, and you let the whole day go by. So I encourage each person, whether you got ADD or ADHD, to actually sit down and designate not just time for planning, but also time when you're going to spend one moment during the day when you're going to be sending messages. Same thing with email. Pick one day, one time in the day, pick one time in the day where you're going to actually send emails, send messages on Facebook, and then send notices to anybody regarding anything, and let yourself take the focus off of spending on that one thing the whole day. And then designate another time just to actually check your email, check your text messages, check your Facebook page or Twitter page or LinkedIn, whatever. The key thing is you want to gain control of your time. So there should be only 2 times in a day where you're checking for something that you need to send and other times to receive. Let's go to our next point. I want you to make a decision to let your attention and your focus to be controlled by your schedule, not by social media, not by technology, not by what's on TV, not by your cell phone, not by the internet, not by gossip or craze or latest political stuff. All this, the world is going on without us, and it's going to keep on going on around you. But the thing is, my objective, my goal is to help you get your focus and get it under control so you can be able to get stuff done, so you can be productive financially, professionally, in every way. In every way, I want you to be proficient. So just disengage from using the technology all the time that where you're hooked. But I want you to get in control of when you're going to use it. In other words, I want you to master the technique of taming your use of technology. Designate your times when you're going to use something and when you're not. That way, when you're away from it, you aren't controlled by it. Your thoughts aren't zooming about who's sending you a message, who's sending you a like, who's sending you a notification, or if you need to respond to this or that. Give yourself mental breathing room and mental breathing space so that you can navigate and keep advancing your position. And next, I want you to detach yourself from the uses. We all use technology. We all use social media if we choose to. But the thing is, use it when you're using it. But when you're not using it, detach yourself from it. Don't be stressed about whether somebody responded back to you or not. It's not your business whether they respond to you. Even if they respond back to you, or if it's positive or negative, let it roll off your back like a duck. Detach yourself from the use of technology and social media when you need to. When it's time to disengage from focusing on whether somebody sent that email. Give yourself breathing room. You're human. So the focus is, in this step, disengage, detach yourself. Send whatever messages you need to send early in the morning or whatever time you set it, whether you're a morning, evening, or night person. Send your message when you send them, and when you're away from whatever you're sending, relax, breathe, go on with your day. And then lastly, I need you to check your emotions at the end of each day. Whoever didn't respond to you, don't let it determine your level of happiness. Whoever responded to you, don't let it control you either. Stay in control. Stay cool, stay calm, stay polished. I want you to master your technology, not be controlled by it. Whether you're reading books on your Kindle or checking the latest craze on social media, I want you to control your focus, because these are all outlets. These are all inanimate objects. These are all objects that you can't taste, feel, touch, hear, or smell. These are all objects that you can't put in your mouth. These are objects that are out there. Same thing with the internet. Use it when you're using it, and be away from it when you're away from it. And be okay with it. Because nobody spends all day on TV unless you're a movie critic and you're getting paid for it. Nobody eats food all day unless you're a food critic and you're getting paid for it. So I encourage you, leave a positive comment at the end in the comment section. If this helped you in any way, I would love to hear your feedback. I welcome positive feedback. Again, I want you to be in control of your usage of technology. Who cares who doesn't respond to you? You're going to, throughout your whole life, you're going to send messages to people. Some people are going to respond to, some people are not. But stay in control of your emotions. Stay in control of your attention. Stay in control of your emotions, your mind, your will, your heart, all that. Stay in control and have a productive life. So I hope this video helped you. If it did, leave a comment. I'd love to respond back to you and hear what you have to say. Give a thumbs up to the page and subscribe. That way you can get hearing more of the positive content and helping you to be successful, even though you got to deal with ADD and ADHD. Whatever you got to do, subscribe to the page. I love to keep offering you the information I have, and you have a great day. It's your boy Steve. Keep in touch.